In the ever-expanding battlefield of streaming services, where every platform is fighting for your screen time and your wallet, two names often come head-to-head in the conversation: Hulu and Max. Once known as HBO Max, Max has rebranded and doubled down on being the home of prestige TV and blockbuster films. Hulu, on the other hand, has grown from a scrappy little joint venture into a powerhouse that's become the go-to for next-day network TV, original series, and a deep back catalog of everything from sitcoms to reality TV. Both platforms are heavyweights in their own right, but here's the question we're tackling today. Which one actually delivers more for viewers? Let's start with Hulu, because it's one of the most fascinating stories in the streaming game. When it first launched back in 2007, Hulu wasn't exactly taken seriously. It was a weird experiment backed by old-school TV networks, NBC, Fox, ABC, that wanted a slice of the online future. While Netflix was out there building a library and eventually investing in originals, Hulu carved out a niche with next-day episodes from network television. Missed last night's Grey's Anatomy or Family Guy? Hulu had you covered. That model alone turned it into a lifeline for cord cutters who wanted to ditch cable but didn't want to miss their favorite shows. Fast forward to today, and Hulu is a content monster. It's owned by Disney now, which means it has access to an endless pipeline of content and production resources. Hulu originals have also grown into a major force. Shows like The Handmaid's Tale didn't just win Emmys, they put Hulu on the cultural map as a serious rival to Netflix and HBO. Add to that comedies like Only Murders in the Building and gritty dramas like Dopesick, and Hulu has built a reputation for storytelling that feels both diverse and daring. The platform thrives on giving you everything: current TV, originals, live TV add-ons, and even bundles with Disney Plus and ESPN Plus. Now let's pivot to Max, because its identity is equally bold, but very different. HBO has always been synonymous with prestige television, the kind of content that defined the golden age of TV. The Sopranos, The Wire, Game of Thrones, Succession, these aren't just shows, they're cultural landmarks. When HBO Max first launched in 2020, the pitch was simple. What if you could combine HBO's legendary reputation with Warner Bros. Film library, Cartoon Network's animation, DC superheroes, Studio Ghibli films, and more? The result was a platform that felt like a cinephile's dream, a TV critic's paradise, and a family-friendly library all in one. After the rebrand to Max, the strategy got even bigger. Max leaned into the idea that it's not just prestige, it's for everyone. You still get the high-end drama and award-winning series, but you also get reality shows, cooking competitions, documentaries, and blockbuster films hitting the platform shortly after theatrical release. The brand wanted to shed its elitist just HBO image and become the all-in-one hub for entertainment. So, how do the two compare in terms of what they actually deliver? Hulu's biggest strength is flexibility. It's not just a streaming service, it's a hybrid. You can use it like Netflix, binging entire series or catching up on originals. Or, you can add live TV, making it a replacement for cable. The Disney bundle sweetens the deal by giving you ESPN Plus and Disney Plus at a discounted rate, turning Hulu into part of a larger ecosystem. Its library is massive, covering network television, FX shows, reality TV, indie films, and exclusive originals. The vibe is clear. Hulu is built for people who want a little bit of everything. Max, however, trades breadth for focus on quality. Its catalog isn't as wide, but it's loaded with heavy hitters. Prestige dramas, iconic HBO documentaries, Warner Bros. Films, and DC content make it a goldmine for anyone who values storytelling at the highest level. Want to dive into Succession and watch billionaires tear each other apart? Max has it. Want the Harry Potter films, The Dark Knight, or The White Lotus? Again, Max is your spot. It's less about throwing everything at you, and more about curating experiences that feel essential. Pricing also plays a role in this battle. Hulu's ad-supported plan starts cheaper, and its bundles give you more bang for your buck if you're already interested in Disney Plus or ESPN Plus. It feels like the practical choice for families and everyday viewers. Max, while slightly more expensive, leans on its premium brand image. It knows people will pay more for HBO-level storytelling, recent Warner Brothers blockbusters, and exclusive content they can't find anywhere else. And then there's the user experience. Hulu has made major improvements, but its interface can still feel cluttered, especially with the way it mixes live TV and on-demand content. Ads on the cheaper tier can be annoying, but for many, it's worth the savings. Max, by contrast, feels sleek and cinematic. The app highlights its shows like posters in a theater lobby, drawing your attention to its prestige content. But Max has also had its hiccups. Glitches at launch, confusing rebrands, and some users frustrated with updates. So, who's really delivering more? Well, it honestly depends on what you value as a viewer. Hulu is kind of the everyday workhorse, the platform that makes sure you don't miss your favorite shows, while also surprising you with originals and giving you live TV flexibility. It's versatile, practical, and constantly refreshed. Max, meanwhile, is the refined option. The one you turn to when you want high-quality drama, blockbuster films, or iconic series that define cultural conversations. It might not have as much sheer volume as Hulu, but what it does have often hits harder. In truth, the winner may not be one or the other. It might actually be the viewer who uses both. Hulu covers your day-to-day TV habits, while Max gives you those prestige nights and cinematic weekends. Together, they form one of the most powerful one-two punches in streaming. But, let's not forget the bigger war. Netflix, Disney+, Prime Video, Apple TV+, all of them are circling, fighting for dominance. Hulu and Max might look like rivals, but they're also part of a bigger battlefield where survival means constant innovation. Hulu leans on the power of Disney's empire. Max leans on Warner Brothers and HBO's legacy. The question is, who can adapt faster as audiences change? Because at the end of the day, the streaming wars aren't just about who has the best library. It's about who keeps you subscribed month after month. And in that game, delivering more isn't just about content, it's about consistency, innovation, and earning your trust every single time you hit play. So, tell me this, when you're ready to unwind, do you open Hulu for a quick binge of The Bear or Family Guy? Or do you fire up Max for a journey into Succession or Game of Thrones? Whichever you choose, you're shaping the future of streaming, one click at a time. If you love this deep dive into the streaming wars, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and let us know in the comments. Are you Team Hulu, Team Max, or both? Because in this battle, your watch list is the ultimate vote.